I'm Cary Stamp with Cary Stamp and Company. I'm the founder of the 7 primary principles, and the second principle is to educate. We believe that it's important to educate our clients about the financial world and the investments they own, but I also especially believe, and it's completely ingrained in our culture, that we need to educate the financial advisors that work for the firm on how they can best serve their clients. Let me ask you this. Would you want to go to a surgeon or a physician that got only 11, 12, or 13 hours of continuing education every single year? They weren't really getting enough information to keep in touch with what was on the cutting edge? The answer is probably no. But the typical financial advisor that has a securities license only receives about 6 hours of continuing education from their investment firm. It's a requirement. It's called firm element continuing education. If they have an insurance license, they might have to do some online courses that equate to what is roughly 15 hours of continuing education. And in most states, like the state of Florida, that's 15 hours, not every year, but every 2 years. So over a given year, your financial advisor, if they have an insurance license, might get 11 or 12 hours of continuing education. Now, if your advisor has the CFP designation, they're also required to complete 30 hours of continuing education every 2 years. And of that 30 hours, a portion of those hours have to be in ethics, which is incredibly important so that they understand their ethical and fiduciary obligation to you, the client. Another designation that many of our advisors at Cary Stamp and Company hold is the accredited investment fiduciary. And investment fiduciaries also have to do continuing education. And finally, a couple of our financial advisors are accredited estate planners. Less than 1% of all of the 17,000 plus financial advisors in Florida have this designation, the accredited estate planner. We have 2 of those less than 0.5% in our office. And we get continuing education on estate planning, on taxes, on investments, on insurance, and a variety of other financial topics. In fact, last year, in 2020, the average advisor at Cary Stamp and Company had more than 60 hours of continuing education, substantially more than the industry requires. But that's part of our commitment, that's part of our value, and that's our second primary principle, to educate. I'm Cary Stamp with Cary Stamp and Company.